Hey guys, it's Ren. So before you think I've gone like goth or something all of a sudden, just let me explain this video for you guys. So last night I finally got to watch Tron Legacy with my boyfriend and then some of his friends, and I've been wanting to see it for like a while now. Like I wanted to see it in theaters, but then it wasn't getting like super good reviews, so I didn't want to like waste money on it. But we finally watched it, and the plot was just like okay. But what really amazed me was like the special effects and then the makeup for the movie, because the entire movie, if you've seen it, one of the characters is Jem, and she's the one, if you've seen the commercials or anything, she's the one with the super platinum blonde bun and then this crazy like makeup that you're just like, whoa, like I would never wear that. And the whole time I was watching it, I was just, all I was thinking was I need to do a tutorial on this look, because it is just like like I was seriously just like captivated by it. There was just something so gorgeous and so beautiful about it, even though it was like completely unwearable, that I had to do a tutorial as soon as I got up this morning. So I like just took a shower a little while ago. My hair is still wet, but I just started filming because I wanted to get this out of the way so I could take it off and not have to worry about leaving my house looking like a weirdo and just like walking around like this, because I don't think I could do that. But this look is, oh my god, it's like amazing. As I was doing this, like I was just kind of like in awe, like at how like just it's crazy. So to show you close up, so basically it's just like a really dark, like kind of matte look, and it's some really like a really cool like kind of cat eye kind of shape. And then I just have like really defined lashes, some really crazy false lashes going on up here, and then just a very muted out face with very muted out lips. So it's really just like these crazy bold eyes and bold eyebrows, and then you kind of matte out the rest of the face and just make it very plain. But just such a gorgeous, amazing look. If you're going to a costume party or for Halloween, you wanted to do something maybe inspired by Tron. And I know it's like really late because Tron came out like a while ago, so this is kind of like really late as far as people who wanted to see Tron stuff. But if you do plan on doing anything Tron inspired for Halloween, you could do something like this, especially if you really liked Jem's makeup, and I certainly did. So I really hope you like this video, and I'm so excited about it. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye guys! So obviously you can tell there's a major difference between my two eyes right now. So I've already like done this entire half of my face with bronzer and everything, so we're just gonna start by doing the face actually. So the first thing you want to do is get out a matte bronzer, and the one I'm using, this is from the Body Shop. You can just take any matte one that's a little bit darker than your natural skin tone. And I'm going actually to be using this with a small stippling brush, just to give it more of a softened kind of airbrushed effect. And I'm just going to do this for contouring. And she also just has some highness on her cheekbones, but just a little bit glowy at the top. So I'm going to be using this powder, and this is from Physicians Formulas. This is the Translucent Pearl Powder. I'm just going to take my finger, and I'm just going to sweep this right under the tops of my cheekbones, bringing it up next to my eye. And this is just kind of lift the face up and just kind of bring it out. And that's pretty much it for the face stuff. The first thing you obviously can notice is her eyebrows. Jem's eyebrows are very defined and very dark against that platinum blonde hair. So I'm going to darken them up using my Revlon Color Stay liquid liner. And this is an eyeliner, but I'm going to use this on my eyebrows because it's very precise and the color is very long lasting. And this is in black brown, so it's not entirely black, but it is still a very dark color, so just a really fine tip to it. And so I'm just going to start lining my eyebrow. So basically just go where your natural eyebrow is and fill it in. Just make sure it's very elongated, very defined. I'm not really like overdrawing my eyebrows at all. Once I fill in this one where the natural shape is, I'll go back and look at how it compares to the other one, but for the most part I'm not really changing anything up, just making it a little bit longer and just really filled in. Okay, so I'm seeing this one's a little bit thinner than this one, so I'm just going to go back and get some more product and just fill in it a bit more. So now we're going to move on to the eye color, and Jem's eyes are just amazingly just like this really cool dark cat eye. and they're just truly like such a gorgeous effect to them. And what I'm first going to do is I'm just going to create an outline for what I want the shape to look like, and I'm going to just be using my Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer in Noir, and I'm just going to create the shape that I want to create on my eyes, kind of following the natural shape of my eyes, but just bringing it out a little bit like this, like creating kind of a cat eye flick. So just make sure the point is fairly defined, and you want to go just a little bit above your natural crease, just kind of creating the line. It's okay if it's messy because we are going to fill it in. So got that line right there, that's starting the shape. And then when I come out here, I'm going to make it more straight, not following the eye shape anymore, and then bring it down into the eye. So now I've got that shape. I'm going to go back and fix a little bit because it is a little bit funny. So basically what I did is I went in and I kind of fixed up that shape to make sure it was just symmetrical to this side, and then I just drew in some more of the eyeliner to act as a base for what we're going to be doing next. So once you've got that on the top lid, you're going to also go on to the bottom part of your lid, and just go right along your lash line and do a line in there, because Gem's eyes are just like, it's drawn, you can tell all the way around her eyes. Go into that tear duct as well. Just really get that color all over. Then when you get to this point, you want to make sure that the lines connect. So kind of draw the lines together. So it's kind of just like this look of enclosing her eye, kind of. So now you can see it's getting a little more complete, and it just looks a lot neater now. Another really important thing you want to know when you're creating this line and just kind of creating it is that if you make a mistake, you can go back, and a really good thing to do is just take a liquid concealer and a really small concealer brush and just fix up the lines and just kind of make sure it all like gets into the skin and kind of works. Because if you have overdrawn lines or anything like that, you really want it to be symmetrical, because you can kind of tell Gem is very, very like intentionally symmetrical, and you really need to like go to that point. So I've lined underneath my eye, and now I'm going to also go into the waterline to kind of darken it up more, because in the scene where Gem is with all the other girls who kind of have the same look as her, some of them have, I think, white in their waterline, and then some have a black, and I think Gem has a black in her waterline. And also I think this looks a little bit better to have the black in there instead of doing a white in the waterline. It just kind of makes the look more complete, but I am not going to tightline my lashes because that would make my eyes look extremely small, and we're just going to leave it like this. Now the next step is basically like to complete this very matted out black look here. It kind of almost looks like black leather. It's a little bit shinier in the film, but I couldn't really get that effect with the products I have. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be taking this black gel liner, and this is just from Maybelline, and then this brush, and I usually use this for lipstick, but I figured out it was actually really good for working with this. So I'm just going to dab it in there and get some product onto the brush, like a lot of product, so you want a lot of product, and just start putting this over the black eyeliner. And you really, really want to pack that color on there. And also, as you go along the edges, make sure you really get a nice clean line going. Go back and fix it up with concealer, but try your best to make it as clean as possible. And I'm messing up a little bit, so it's okay. Alright, so we pretty much gotten the entire eye. It looks as symmetrical as possible, and this is pretty much it for like the top lid part. We are gonna also bring this color onto the lower lid. Just use like the rest of the stuff that's on your brush, and just get it right over there as well. Alright, so that's pretty much all you have to do for like the eye color. And now we're just going to move on to the lashes. So obviously in the film, Gem has very just elongated, very defined lashes, including her lower lash line. When you go back and look at the film, you can tell that there are definitely false lashes on their lower lash line. However, I don't really have any ones that would be short enough that would work there. So I just did layering and layering of mascara, and so I'm going to be using the Rimmel Glam Eyes Day to Night Mascara, and I'm mostly going to be using the lengthening side. So I'm just going to take this wand out, and I'm going to start with the lower lashes because I really, really want to perfect them before I move on to the upper lashes, because the upper lashes are really going to be affected by the falsies that I'm going to be putting in. So what you want to do is just find any really good lengthening brush that's going to really go and fit into your lower lashes, and you just want to go in there and really wiggle that in and elongate them. And you really want to make sure that you get every single lash. It's a little hard holding the mirror too, though. It's kind of funky. But really get in there, make them lengthened. And after you do one coat, they should be fairly long, but we're going to make them a little bit more spidery and kind of thick because gems are, like, you can tell they're kind of thicker. So go back and put on a second coat. After applying that second coat, go back with the tip of the brush and go back and line that in there, because the tip is going to have a lot more product, so it's really going to get in there and just kind of make them fuller. So now they look kind of ridiculous, so just go ahead and get just a little grooming brush just like this kind and go in there and groom them up. So now they should be a bit more neat and tidy, and you really want them to come down below that eyeliner line that you made. So once you think they're about long enough or thick enough, you can just stop, and I think they're pretty good right now. So I'm just going to leave them how they are. And now we're going to move on to the top lashes. So I'm going to go back to that lengthening side and just do a single coat of this all over. Actually, I am forgetting my steps. I'm going to curl my lashes first. And I feel like I have something in my eye right now. But yeah, just go ahead and curl your lashes, and then I'll get back to you in a second. Now I'm going to actually go back and do my mascara on my top lashes. Take the lengthening side of the mascara, and you're just gonna get that into the lashes. And Gem's lashes are extremely elongated, especially on the outer parts of her eyes. But it doesn't matter so much about how much mascara you're really doing, just as long as you get some in there, because we are applying some intense false lashes. But just make sure that you do really lengthen them and make them appear a lot longer. We don't want them looking like little weed twigs or anything that are gonna poke out and look awkward. Okay, so you got that first coat on there, and it's kind of hard to see when you have that black background on your eyes, so it might take some time to figure out like how much mascara you really have on. Now I'm going to go and take the volumizing side and only use like a little bit of this. Just go over that outer corner with this, just to boost it a little bit more, because some of you might not want to do false lashes, and this is really where you're gonna need this volumizing mascara on the outer part of your eye, because it's really gonna give you that extra boost. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see that, but the outer corner is a little bit thicker now. So now we are basically pretty much all done with the eyes. And now we're just going to apply our false lashes. So just let your mascara dry a little bit, because after going over with the volumizing, it has a lot more product stuck into the brush. But I'm just going to show you what lashes we're going to be using, and I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to be using my Lash Grip Adhesive eyelash gel, glue, whatever it's called. And then I'm going to be using my I Love Art lashes, and these ones are called the Wispies. And these lashes are like ridiculously long. So I've actually trimmed them down because they were too long for my eyes. So I had to trim them to make them just fit my eyes more. So, but they're super long. Why am I touching these ones? They're super long and just like really, really full and defined. And Gem doesn't really have like a lot of length on the rest of her lid, just mostly on the outer corner, but these kind of give you length all over, which is actually kind of nice. And yeah, so once your mascara on this side is all dried up and good to go, and you kind of want to go through and like declump it just a teensy bit too, just to also make sure that it's dry. And now we are going to apply our false lashes. So yeah, so basically just take it off the little thing. I'm not like a pro at this, trust me, like I'm not at all. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place it onto my eye to see where I want it to sit. So just kind of adjust it, see where you like it. I want to get it really so that a lot of the length is on that outer corner, and also make sure that it's fairly symmetrical to my other eye. So this looks about good where I want it to be. Take it there and just line it right along the little line. And you really want to focus on getting the most lash glue onto that outer corner and the inner corner of the lashes, because those are the places where the lash glue and the lashes do not want to really be. And I'm going to hold them with the tweezers. So kind of hold them right in the middle, just like that. And then get your mirror. You really want to have a mirror for this. And then you're just going to place them. And since you're holding them in the middle, where you want to set them down, you want to set them down kind of in the middle of your eye. So just kind of hold them and set. So once you've set, you go back and you push in that outer corner, and then you push in that inner corner. And if you have trouble with like the inner corner, the outer corner sticking, you can just go in with the tweezers and just kind of press them in and hold them. Okay, so it looks white right now, but it will dry clear. Like this eye, I didn't cover it with any products or anything. I just left it how it was and let it dry on its own. And so now after like a little bit, it kind of dries on its own, and then it's good to go. And then you can just go back and curl your lashes, apply more mascara, but this is pretty much all you need to do. So once you've gotten all done with your false lashes, the look is almost complete, and you can really see it just coming together. It looks so cool. Like I am just sitting here kind of like in awe. And so the last thing that you want to do is the lips. So Gem's lips are very just matted out and very muted. Like they're almost the same color as her skin. There's just like a teeny bit of shininess that comes in that kind of balances that out. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is putting on a matte lipstick. And this one is from MAC, and this is called Plain Koi from the Quite Cute collection. Immediately you're like, whoa, like where did my lips go? Which is kind of what you really want to get to make it more like what Gem is doing. So I'm just going to go over that now with a simple nude gloss just to kind of make it a little bit more shiny. And you can just use a regular clear gloss if you want to. I'm just going to do a nude one. And so just get that all over the lipstick. And so now our gem-inspired look from TRON is complete. So it's just such an intense, amazing look. Like I truly am just kind of in awe over it. It does actually look very high fashion. And this was something I feel like I could see on a runway somewhere. But it's just absolutely amazing. I really hope you liked it. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope if you ever do want to do a TRON kind of Halloween look or something, that this will help you out. So thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and look forward to some more of these kind of costume transformation makeup tutorials very, very soon. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye, guys.